Hello everyone. Some very scary news came out yesterday from the Penticton Herald. Repeat sex offenders seek salvation from Jehovah's Witness Fellowship. And the title's a little confusing, but if you live in this area, please beware or tell your neighbors or anyone about this man. The story says, with his legal affairs now sorted out, a twice-convicted Osoyo's sex offender has reset his sights on winning back the support of the church that disfellowed him. Sean Barry Titus, 40, was sentenced Monday to 4 years in jail after pleading guilty to one count of possession of in early 2020, but with enhanced credit for 896 days time served. Titus had just 114 days left to go. Once released from jail, he'll be subject to a 3-year probation order and separate 10-year supervision order, both of which ban him from having unsupervised contact with people under the age of 16, attending unsupervised at parks, pools, and other public places kids may be present, and using the internet unsupervised or for non-work-related purposes. Finally, he was ordered to comply with the Sex Offender Information Registration Act for the rest of his life. Titus was last in the headlines in September 2018 when he was sentenced to 2 years in jail for sexually assaulting an 11-year-old boy whom he met at an Osoyo's community center in 2016 and subsequently groomed. Court heard Monday that Titus completed his sentence on January 14, 2020, and just 7 days later created an account on a website used to share Titus' profile, which was monitored by police posing as site users, noted his preference for boys between the ages of 10 and 15. Police subsequently obtained a search warrant and raided Titus's home, where officers discovered 270 images of on his phone. According to a pre-sentencing report prepared by a probation officer, Titus claimed he himself was a victim of C.S.A. and that contributed to him becoming a sex offender. He also told the officer that he became a member of the Jehovah's Witnesses in his 20s, but was disfellowed in 2015 after it came to light that Titus had been in sexual relationships with women. Losing his tie to the church was devastating to his mental health, said Judge David Roos on Monday, reading a passage from the pre-sentencing report. His main life goal is to regain his Jehovah's Witness fellowship. Titus, who was separately deemed a high risk to reoffend, reported he started drinking alcohol and viewing shortly after his release from jail because he was struggling to reintegrate into society without the support of his church. He states that if he had been able to attend the Jehovah's Witness Hall right away, he never would have committed the offense before the court, said Roos, again reading from the report, the writer of which noted, "It's uncertain the church will even have Titus back." Titus himself told the court he plans to relocate to Quinsnell, but has already learned elders from the church there won't visit the local probation office to begin the process of taking Titus under their wing. And also, I found this from the 2018 news column on him. It said, it also emerged at Titus' sentencing hearing that he had previously been diagnosed with pedophilic disorder, but rather than seek professional help, turned for support to his religious community, which later disfellowshipped him. So unfortunately, the Jehovah's Witnesses will allow him to come back to the Kingdom Hall. Whether they reinstate him or not, I don't know, but they will allow him to come back. And unfortunately, he's not allowed to be around children, but that's only for 10 years. After that, he's allowed to be by himself with children. So that's very scary. So this is in Canada. This man has been doing this for many, many years, and I hope the government can see that that's all baloney, that he actually sexually assaulted children years and years and years ago. It has nothing to do with, I can't go back to the meetings, so I did this. No, that's a bunch of baloney. So just wanted to let you all know that, and if you live around this area, please be careful of this man and let people know. And you know what's strange I also thought about is this man said because he couldn't go back to the meetings Therefore, he was pushed to view this stuff on his phone. Think about that. He said because he could not go to the meetings, he had to view that. So does that mean that that's what he's getting out of going to the meetings? Because there are a lot of children there. Just something to think about. The man is messed up in his head. So if you live there, be very careful. Thank you for watching.